Hey guys, so today I've been asked to do like a few different kind of tutorials, so I'm going to put them into one. So foundation routine using the Dream Nude Air Foam foundation, using the Collection 2000 Teal liner, and I'm going to be playing around with the Naked 2 palette. So I'm going to combine it into one now. This is my skin bare. I wasn't sure about doing this video today because I've been having a lot of problems, a lot of breakouts, but you guys have seen my skin before and I'm sure all of you know no one's skin is perfect, so no haters. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it, but first I need to tie my hair up because it's crazy. Okay, so you guys know the drill. My mirror is here, brush is here, stuff all in front of me, so if I'm looking around, that's what's happening. So literally just got out of bed. Before I went to sleep last night, I put on my Johnson's Face Care Daily Essentials Nourishing 24-Hour Day Cream for dry skin. It's day cream, but it's so thick I use it all the time. So I'm going to put another slightly thinner layer of that on. If you're wondering why I do it with my knuckles, because otherwise I get it all under my nails. Don't like that. So let's put a thinner layer of that. Especially in winter, I need a really good face cream because otherwise I literally can't put face makeup on it. It just highlights the flakiness of my skin. It's just not very attractive. Anyway, so I'm just going to let that sink in for a minute. So next I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier foundation primer, which is also in the hydrating formulation, again just to lock the moisture in, and also it helps any foundation and stuff go on a bit smoother. Now you're going to want to let that sink in a bit, and what I like to do sometimes when I'm letting this stuff sink in is go and pluck my eyebrows a little bit if there's any stray hairs, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've let that sink in, and now I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Nude Air Foam. This is in the colour 005 Light Beige. Now what you're going to want to do is just shake it up a bit. I'm sure lots of you just want to see what it looks like when it comes out in a hand, and I think it's amazing. Okay, so you're just going to squeeze it. And you'll probably need about that much, I don't know, depends. It's amazing, it's really fun. That's half the reason I love this foundation, it's just really fun. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, unfortunately it flattens down when you start to use it, is I'm going to get, this is a Sigma foundation brush, F60, and I'm just going to start putting it on my face. Now you can see it still has a nice coverage to it, hopefully you can see. It's quite grey outside, so hopefully it won't be washing me out too much. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this on my face. I'm not going to really try and blend it in yet. Placing it more on problem areas, around my cheeks, my nose. I'm not going to put too much on my forehead because I get especially dry there. You're going to make sure you bring it all the way out to your ears and then start bringing it down your neck. Again, I'm not actually going to blend this in yet properly. It's just the way I like to do it. I like to place it and then get a different brush to blend it in, kind of like with eyeshadow. But it's all up to you, it's kind of personal preference, and depending on foundation I like using different brushes and different techniques. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my MAC 187. I was using the Sigma one for a while, but it drove me crazy because it kept shedding. MAC one doesn't really shed. So I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to buff it in. And this kind of acts like a blending brush when you're doing your eyeshadow. It's going to get rid of any harsh lines or any just fit marks, like lines, brush lines or brush marks you get from using this foundation brush. Just going to smooth it all out really. So remember to go to your ears, to your hairline, and down your neck. So next I'm going to go in with my Sigma Precision Round P82 brush and my MAC Studio Finish. I can never remember the name, I always want to say Studio Sculpt, but Studio Finish. So I'm just going to dab that in, get a good amount on the brush. Oh, got a brush here. does shed a little bit, and just start working on my problem areas. A lot of the time I bring this under my eyes as well, because with this brush you can put it on very lightly and it'll buff it out nicely so it won't look too heavy or crease under my eyes. I mainly do this in the morning when I don't really have time or I can't be bothered to use a second concealer. So hopefully you can see my face, what I think does look quite a lot better. So now I'm going to do my eyes. Okay, so my camera's had a little fun and it didn't record any of the eyes. So what I've done, I put Painterly Paint Pot on, then I put Verve on the crease, put a bit of Snakebite and Tease in the, Verve on the lid, Snakebite and Tease on the crease, and this is from the Naked 2 palette. Now I'm just blending it with a Sigma E25. Very funny. This is annoying. I hate when this happens because I'm not going to take my eye makeup off and do it again. Anyway, these colours are nice. You do that, and then I'm just going to go in with just a liner brush or something like that. Anything will do, and take a bit of Snakebite again, tap off any excess, and just go under the lower lash line. About 3/4 of the way. Like that. So next I'm going to be using the Collection 2000 Extreme 24-hour felt tip liner in teal. Now someone requested me to do a tutorial of this. Before you buy it, I warn you, it does transfer if you're not careful, and so you need to, both throughout the day and immediately if you look up or straight away, so you need to be careful with this. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting it right on the lash line. It is a beautiful colour though, so if you can kind of figure out how to use it, it's worth it. And don't worry, I'm still figuring out how to use it. So I'm just going to put a really thin line on the upper lash line. Just kind of a nice subtle liner. And then I'm going to go with my Volume Fast and Perfect Bourjois Mascara. This is the one with the rotating wand that I love. And we're going to switch it, rotating the other way. And just lightly do the lower lashes. Like that. And now I'm going to do my brows. Okay, so for my brows I'm going to be using the colour Omega from MAC, which is this one. And a MAC 263. Now this has natural hair and it's better for powder products. I'm going to load up my brush, tap off any excess, and just start working the colour in. I'm just going to do quite subtle brows, just obviously because it's a day look. I'm not going to go for anything too extreme. My brows done, and lastly I'm going to be using Benefit's Coralista blush on my Real Technique blush brush. Really pretty colour. Okay, so that's today's final look. Let's take my hair down. So I hope you guys found this useful and I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.